Well, good Monday morning. It's October 6th. Back in the shop, and I've got I'm going to do some work on this P11. Where I left it yesterday was with the carburetor completely disassembled, and all of the dead gasoline, or whatever this gasoline is, out. I think yesterday when I tried it with fresh gas in the tank, I had not drained the carburetor float bowl, so the mixture in the float bowls was basically still the what I'm considering and hoping to be bad gas. So this morning I'm going to pick up the project, and I'm going to put these carburetors back together, and it's got fresh gas in the tank, and I've got my clodhoppers sitting here waiting to go, and I'll kick her a few times and see if I can't get it to start. We checked the spark yesterday, good strong spark, and if nobody has fooled with the timing, it's a tri-spark. A tri-spark is in there, and as long as that's been left alone since the last time the bike was here in the shop, there's no reason, just no reason for it not to start. So I'm going to put these carbs together, put them on the bike, and give her a few kicks and see what happens. That's the plan. Here we go. All right, the carbs are reassembled and reinstalled. I've got good tickle on both carburetors. Pilot jet adjusters, idle mixture adjusters are set to 1.5 turns. I'm going to do some kicking now. I've got my bike kicking boots on. So I'm going to set this up and do a little bit of kicking. You know what? I had a second thought. I'm going to drain the sump. This thing's been sitting for, oh gosh, 8 years or so. So I'm going to see what's in the sump, even though it has the MR mod in it. I think the last time we worked on this was 2017, and it's been sitting ever since. 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, that's 8 years. Let's see what's in the sump before I start kicking on it. Okay, I pulled the sump plug out and measured the oil that was in the sump. It's 8 ounces. Here it is, right here. Exactly 8 ounces, which is, perfect. It's great. 6 to 8 ounces, great. That's what you want in a sump. I don't have a new copper gasket, and this one's pretty well gnarled, but I do have 2 really nice fibers. So I will double them up on the sump plug and put it back together. Sump filter is perfectly clean. I've wiped it off. Got a little garbage out of it. The oil that I took out of the sump seems dark, which is surprising. But I went over to the tank, and apparently this oil has been changed because the tank has brand new oil in it. And I take it out like so. And man, you can't even see it. Let me show it to you on my finger. It's perfectly clear. So it's got good fresh oil in the tank. And what I'm going to do now is put the sump plug back together and put it back in the bike. Then I'm going to take off this rocker cover right here and put about 8 ounces of oil into the top of the engine, so it'll go down and be in the bottom of the engine when I kick it over. Okay, so it has good splash oil down at the bottom. So that's what I'm going to do now. Okay, I got the sump filter reinstalled, and I'm going to put the oil into the rocker box here so that it'll have oil in the sump when I go to kick it. I won't make you watch the whole 8 ounces. I'll be back. Okay, I guess I've put this off as long as I can. Carbs disassembled, put back together, gas tank drained, fresh gas in the tank, fresh gas in the carburetors, fuel is turned on, good fuel flow, got a good tickle on both sides of the carburetors. Got good spark, already checked that. Lights are strong, battery strong, ignition sparking, fresh oil in the tank. I verified that, that's nice oil in there. And 8 ounces of fresh oil in the sump. There's not a lot much more I can do before trying to start it. So I guess I'm gonna go over there and kick on it. I got my bike kicking boots on. I think I would reroute that tachometer cable up through the pipe, but it's not my bike, so I won't. Anyway, I'm gonna go kick on it now and see what happens. Here we go. Good headlight. Means we have good electricity. Hitching up the old pants there. Ignition is on. Bikes are tickled. Mechanic is thrilled. Come on, big guy. That sounded good. That was a pop. clean this pilot jet one more time. It doesn't seem to be following the adjustment as well as the jet on this side. So let's get in here and see if something might have broken free in that jet. I'm going to take the jet completely out. Right now I've got it set to about 1.5 turns. Pilot jet cleaner. I felt a little bit of something in there. Just a little bit of something. It's free now. See how it goes now. I had to use a choke to get it started that time. It was interesting. That's a very nice 1,000 RPM idle. I'm going to leave it there. I usually try for about 900, but Kevin always says, nah, go a little faster, Frank. And it's a competition bike, so I've set it at 1,000 RPM idle. It sounds nice. Sounds good. There are a couple things I would do were it mine. I would reroute this throttle cable, which is going around here and bending right here. I think I'd put it behind this fork rather than running it down from here. I would just run it this way right into the tank to take away the little bit of drag. But I mean, it feels good, so not a big deal. This tack cable could come up between the pipes here and go directly up to the tack rather than being down there. 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. I'm going to put the air filters on now, which will finish the job, and then tell the client that he can come get his bike. I'm not going to test ride it. I'm just not. I'll ask Kevin if he wants to come down and do a test ride. I don't think I want to do that. So anyway, I'll let you know what happens. Okay, well, I spoke with Kevin. He's going to come down here tomorrow morning about 8 o'clock and do a test ride on the bike. So that's cool. I got the air cleaner installed, so that's done. I replaced this fitting here with a shorter one so that there's less conflict between this gas line and the air filter frame. It was very, very tight. Now it's only sort of tight. And that's about it. The bike is ready for a test ride. We'll do it tomorrow. And for now, that is all.